Hey guys, it's Tim and Anna with Geeked Up Gaming, and we are reviewing Dungeon Roll by Tasty Minstrel Games.
And that's M-I-N, not M-E-N, when you go to look it up.
Minstrel. Tasty Minstrel, not menstrual.
Okay. Here we've got all the contents out of the box, and the reason I did this instead of pulling everything out of the box is because we have dice, we have character cards, we have the little booklets that show you what each character does. We got these little cheat sheets, the rule book, these little tokens, and it was just going to be kind of complicated to try to get everything out of this box. Try to scoop my hand down in there and grab it out as I'm talking about it. But basically we have these little counters, and that's what you're going to count your victory points with. And then we have our character dice. We have our dungeon dice, which are the black ones. We have a stack of character cards, and there's quite a few characters in here.
Those cards are also reversible.
Yeah, well they have two effects.
They're upgrade.
Yeah, you have your basic, which is the wood side of the board, and then you flip it over, and then you have like this better pattern around the edges. And then I have taken some of the tokens that come out of it and I've placed it on the little cheat sheet card so you guys can get a little preview of what that looks like. Those are all the different tokens. You got the scroll, the potion, the ring of fire, dragon's bait, the 2 XP which doubles up, and dragon scale, the thieves tools, scepter of power, talismans, and then the green one is Vorpal sword. So we'll put those back with those. So we'll go through. I'll just go ahead and go through these real quick. The town portal, which is the 2 XP. It's the turquoise colored one. It says it focuses. That one you collect experience equal to current dungeon level and escape the dungeon. So say if you're on level 6, you're going to take 6 points. You're going to take a 5 and a 1, or however you want to do it. Take 6 ones if you want. Dragon's bait, which is the ham, and it's the red token. You can transform all remaining monsters into dragon faces. And we'll explain why you would want to do that. Ring of invisibility. It's obviously a ring. It's got like little inscriptions and stuff written on it. And clear all dice from the dragon's lair. This does not count by defeating the dragon, or as defeating the dragon. So if you got a dragon out there, which is this guy, and you use that, it does not count as defeating him. Now the potions. Now let's see if we can find a potion. Here's a potion. They're going to be the orange ones. And this will revive one party die from the graveyard and choose its face. So say if you had a cleric go out and you wanted to come back as a hero or a thief, you can switch it over to that. And we have the scroll. And this can be used as a regular scroll, which that lets you reroll dice. And then we have the Vorpal sword, which is the green one. It can be used as a fighter. I think of it more as a hero than fighters, but. And then we have the talisman, which is right here. That's the gray one. Looks like kind of like a skull on the emblem there. And it can be used as a cleric. Now the clerics, I'll show you what those are and tell you what those are in a minute. Scepter of power, which is going to be the purple one. And it's going to act as a mage. And I'll go ahead and show you these. This is the mage, which is their white dice character, and they can go against any number of the gooey monsters. And then clerics, which are your hammer with the sun shining around them, can go up against any number of skulls. Now the ones that are matching colors, like thieves and their treasure chest, any two colors that match. Say if I have one thief and I have three treasure chests, I can unlock all three by using one thief. And then say if I had all of these were goopy monsters, I could use this one mage to clear all these guys on that level and then go on to the next level. So that's how that works. And then this die, which is a D10, kind of a larger one than what I'm usually using for like Pathfinder or anything. But this is how you keep track of your levels. Like if you're on level 1, it'll be set like that. Like that on level 1. And we'll get into more details about how everything works. I can go ahead and go through these real quick. I'll just go through what their name is and then their specialty. The occultist, clerics may be used as mages and mages may be used as clerics. So you can basically reverse roles with this character. The minstrel, M-I-N, not M-E-N. Thieves may be used as mages and mages may be used as thieves. So that's also another switching role. And the mercenary, when forming the party, you may reroll any number of party dice. So he acts like a scroll, but he's only a one-timer until he's upgraded or otherwise. We have the Cleritron, which is like a leprechaun. Oh, I'm sorry, it is a leprechaun, and then it turns into the Cleritron. All portions may be used as chests. Discard all treasure tokens. Game in. That's him. And then we have the dwarf. Start with 2 party dice in the graveyard. Whenever a champion defeats 2+ monsters, re-roll it instead of discarding it. That's the dwarf. Then we have the half goblin. You may open chests and quaff potions at any time during a monster phase. That's him. We have the sorceress. As soon as there are 3 or more dice in the dragon's lair, discard all dice in the dragon's lair. And that should let you discard them and proceed to the next level. And then we got a scout. When forming the party, roll 6 dungeons, dice, and assign them to levels 1, 2, and 3. They have him. And then we have the archaeologist. When forming the party, draw 2 treasure tokens, discard 6 treasure tokens at game end. And then our next one, tracker. Once per level, you may reroll 1 goblin. So if you get a goblin, which is the green one on the black die, you can reroll it. Viking. When forming the party, remove 2 party dice from the game and take 5 champions instead of re-rolling. That's kind of nice. Because a champion can defeat anything, any number of anything. And then we have the knight. When forming the party, all scrolls become champions. It's kind of a nice one. So if you roll all scrolls, you determine champions. And then we have the enchantress. Scrolls may be used as any companion. So if you need to use a scroll as a cleric, you can do that, or anything you would like to use it for. Or you could just use it as a basic scroll. And the alchemist is all chests become potions. So you can turn a treasure chest into a potion. And then the last but not least, spell sword. And this is a character that I usually use when I'm using it. Fighters may be used as mages, and mages may be used as fighters. And that's what he looks like. And that's usually why I pick him, because he's got the really cool artwork. He's got the the neon blue running down his arms, the eyes. So that's those, and then we have this rule book. The rule book doesn't have any page numbers. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe 30 pages. But the game is easy enough once you've basically learned what everything does. As far as dice, everything else will just fall in place. But you really only need to read the back of this rule book, and that's all you basically need to know to play this game. It's really simple. It can be fast-paced, it could be slow-paced. Now there is the Dragon's Lair in a graveyard deck, or I'm sorry, graveyard cards in the Kickstarters, I do believe, as promos. And it may be in new copies of this game. But I noticed that there's a black booklet and a brown booklet. So what we've been doing is using the black one as the lair and the brown one as the graveyard. So black for the lair and the rocks, and then we use brown for the dirt to bury our used up heroes, mages, and whatnot. So that's the components. And as far as all that, I'll give you guys a little look at the tokens to keep your points. If I hadn't, we went through each of these. We went through all the characters. Oh, I lied. We have a Crusader that was hiding over here. Fighters may be used as clerics, and clerics may be used as fighters. So, that's her. Okay, and then here's your box. And I really like that they made it look like a little treasure chest. And there it says dungeon roll. It's got the dragon. And then at the side with the handle, the other side with a little handle. Obviously they're not real, they're just prints on there. And then on the bottom it tells you what everything comes with. So if you go to the store and want to know what's in there, right there on the bottom of the box. And if you want to get in contact with the game creators, TMG, they've got YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. On the back of their box. So that's the components. We're going to go ahead and show you basically how to set it up, and it's really simple, and show you a little bit of gameplay. Here we got everything set up. I've got the graveyard. I've got our lair for when our dragons pop up. Here's all of our heroes, scrolls, mages, and then here's all of our dungeon dice. And then I'm on level 1. Here's my little cheat sheet. I picked the spell sword like I usually do. And then I have the rule book here in case on standby. Now when you're setting up the game, those little treasure tokens, which have like the ham and the sword and everything, and they're gold on one side, you're going to want to put them in here. And then have that shut. Shake them up a little bit if you want. And then when it comes to it, and you get these victory points, you're going to open it and just blindly look to get them. So there is a function of the box while you are playing. So what is going to happen is I'm going to roll my hero dice. Anna is going to roll the dungeon dice.
Oh wait, first level is just one.
Yes, it's just one. Oh, and I also forgot to tell you guys in the little description of the cards. On the back, it shows here that goblins. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're looking at goblins, and then you look at the swords, and then there's a little 3 icon there. That means that the swordsman can beat any number of goblins. The cleric can beat any number of skulls. And then the mage can beat any number of goops, and then the thief can beat any number of treasure chests. Now the hero, the little gold helmet, he can beat any number of anything, but he cannot defeat 2 different types of something. And then we have our dragon icon, our scroll icon, our potion icon. So if you get anything like out of the treasure chest, or if you roll any of these, those little icons are down here on the little cheat sheet card, which is on the back or facing or front face, whichever you want to call the front. This side you'll use more. This side you'll just need to reference when you pull something out of the treasure chest. The ones with just the 1 dot, that means that they can only open one of, like say the treasure chest. A warrior or fighter with the green swords can only open up 1 treasure chest. So what you use on certain things may depict on how far you go into the dungeon. Now, she rolled. How this is going to work is I have 3 scrolls, 1 fighter, 2 clerics, and a warrior rolled here. And we have a skeleton. So what I can do is with my scrolls, they may be used to reroll any number of active party and dungeon dice. Dice in the dragon's lair may not be rerolled. So right here, if a dragon pops up, I can't reroll a dragon. But since I have 3 of these scrolls, I'm going to save 1 and reroll the other 2. So I'm going to use them to reroll themselves. And I rerolled another one. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just have to sacrifice a cleric because I got 2 clerics, so I'll just go ahead and use him to defeat him. Now he's gonna go back over here, and then Anna's gonna go. I'm gonna go to level 2.
Oh, yes, you can't see that here.
No, we're here. Over there. Now I'm at level 2, which I'll show you the markings on the dice, and then over here we have the dragon.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You need at least 3 different party people to beat the dragon, right?
Yes.
Goblin and ooze.
Okay, so with the goblin, I can use my swords, and the ooze, I can use my little mage's hat. So that takes care of those 2. They go to the graveyard. I'm on to level 3.
Would you want to try and reroll one of those?
Well, I already went to level 3, so we'll just have to wait. I'm just talking about my scrolls I have down here.
We got a dragon,
Okay, so 1 dragon's in there.
a goblin, and a cleric.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and now I think
I'd reroll that.
goblin. Okay, so I'll use a scroll and go ahead and put him in the graveyard and reroll the goblin. And that was nice, because now, well, either way I still would have used 2 dice, but now I can use the cleric and take these 2 guys out by just the cleric. That puts me at level 4. And we'll go ahead and go to level 4. And I have
back out.
well, I have a warrior and I have a scroll. So the scroll I can reroll stuff, and then this guy, he can beat any number of anything. So we'll see what happens. Now I'm gonna go against 4 dice as soon as Anna rolls them. Nice. I'm gonna reroll my scroll.
Wow.
A cleric. So the cleric takes out these 3. My warrior takes out that guy. And they die. And now I'm out of dice. So did I lose all that? Hang on, we have to check and see if I...
We'll get right back with you. Okay, so we just figured out by reading the rules, which we just haven't played it for a while. Since he's done with that level 4, he fought all the monsters. He doesn't have to roll any dice. He can take his victory points. He can take 4 victory points since he's on level 4 and retire. So then it would be my turn.
And the only time you're going to face the dragon is if you get 3 that pop up and they get put in here. And then I believe you get a bonus for beating the dragon.
That we'll have to check the rules again. 1 treasure token from the box and earns 1 experience point for defeating the dragon.
So you get your point here, and then your point for
One
defeating the
extra,
dragon,
yeah.
and then your point for whatever level you're on, and then you also get to pick a little treasure out of the box.
Okay, now I'm gonna form my party. We're gonna set the back to 1. Now don't roll your dice yet because I gotta make up my party. Now, you said I get a roll.
Well, the scroll lets you reroll any number of active dice and dungeon dice. So should I roll the dungeon before you choose? Yes, I should roll the dungeon before you choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. That's what I have to. Wait, I only get 1. You only have to roll 1.
Oh, yeah.
He's being silly.
Okay, well you still get a potion.
Okay. Now, do I require that automatically?
No. I don't think so. And the potion, you may use any party die, including scrolls, to quaff any number of potions. For each potion quaffed, revive 1 party die and choose its face.
So I get to keep that?
Man,
Yes.
it has been a minute since I played this game.
So you'll keep that in your arsenal. It's like you're going through the dungeon and picked it up. Now you get to go against 2. Dungeon dice. Dragon. And a goop.
Well, I guess I'll use him.
Okay,
Oh, wait, that was 2.
that was 2. So now you're on 3. Now we roll 3 dice.
Oh,
2
man.
goops and a skeleton.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna choose to revive something from the grave. I get to choose its fate.
Face.
Face.
And she's gonna want the mage because he goes up against the little goopy guys. Whoops.
Yeah.
Bring it down. And then she had this skeleton.
So then I'm going to use
This is gone.
my hero for those. So I only lost 1 dice actually that time instead of 2.
I would have used one of your cleric.
I did.
No, you used one of these guys.
Oh. Nah.
Because these guys can beat any number of anything.
Okay, you're right.
So you use the cleric. What?
I thought about it
You're on
differently.
4, right?
Mhm.
So I don't need 5, 6. Another dragon. Treasure chest and 2 skulls.
Now I can
Whoop.
use. Okay, I'm going to use my cleric to defeat these guys, and then I'm going to use one of my heroes to open this treasure chest.
Okay, so now since it popped over the pink treasure chest, she gets to go into the big treasure chest and pull out a token. And the token is?
A ham.
Dragon
She's
bait.
got dragon bait. What's it do?
Transforms all remaining monsters into dragon faces.
Now at the end, these count as points too, so if I don't use it,
I
the point. And I am.
Go against you.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe not.
I'm actually going to call it right here at 4
Why?
because I don't have that many things.
Oh, I guess
And
you
I
only have a
could
3.
almost
You
have
only
the
have 3
dragon.
characters to a 5 character. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call it
But I
there.
was thinking you could use that and change them all to a dragon face, and then it wouldn't matter.
No.
Oh, well, okay. I gotcha.
I'm playing smart, not risky.
Trying to send you into
You're risky business. I'm not.
send you into the fire-breathing dragon. You can heat up your apple. What's that movie called? Peach Dragon?
Puff the magic dragon.
Not puff.
I don't know.
Okay, so scroll. Mage. I did. Okay, now you can roll, and this is 1 dice. We're at 1.
Goblin.
It's a goblin. I hit him with my blades. Set him on. Send him packing.
Dragon.
Dragon. Goblin. Well. I'm gonna re-roll the scroll.
Yeah, you have to use a scroll to do that.
Alright. Okay.
You got a green.
I did use a scroll. I used the scroll that was on this dice to roll this dice.
No, you can't.
Why?
I think it says.
Well, it says maybe used to roll any number of active party die. Oh, I see what you're saying. I have to cash one in to burn this. Gotcha.
Yeah, it says it
Okay,
right
well,
here.
anyways, it's a
See
goblin.
that roll?
And he did. But then that kind of defeats the purpose because that made me use 2 different dice.
Yeah, but you
I just lost dice quicker. It's fine.
those 2 scrolls are gonna lose eventually.
It's stinky.
Now you going on to 3?
This is what she means by when I try to cheat. I try to make the
Think
rules
of the
sound like
rules
they're
how
one way.
you wanted them.
The rules are correct. I just make them go a different way to what they are. What? Yes, I go to 4. Or 3, sorry.
Ooh.
Dragon.
Cleric.
Yep, cleric's dead. Not dead, but defeated those.
Are you on to 4?
No. No.
Okay.
No, because I can't go against the dragon. Yes, I'm going to 4. I have 2 of these guys.
But you have to have 3 different party people. 3 different
not going-
classes.
I'm not talking about the dragon. I'm trying to not
But
get the
what
dragon.
if the dragon comes up?
Then I'm screwed. Rolling.
Okay.
Going to 4.
He's risky business.
No
Ooh.
dragons. Potion and a treasure chest. This is acquired, right?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Yes.
Yes? Yes.
And then you use one of the heroes. Oh, wait. You got
He's
that.
defeated. Open up the treasure chest. See what we have inside. And it is 2 XP. Huh.
You're supposed to keep these secret, I think. You're not really supposed to tell people what you have, but
Well.
for...
What's the potion do? Use any party die. Oh, I'm gonna save that.
You're not going to 5, are you?
Nope.
I'm gonna form my party. Get those dragons out of there.
And it's the first one to, what's the set point?
It's not 3 delves each.
Oh, it's the, yeah, we both go into the dungeon 3 times. And then whoever has the most points at the end is the Wiener.
Okay. Set that to 1.
Is this your 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, did I already go 3? Yeah, because I went first.
Go ahead.
2.
Okay. She's got a thief, which can open up the chest, and a cleric that beat the skull. Now you don't have to use the thief and the cleric on these. She could have used a mage on each of them, but goblin, a chest, and a potion.
Okay, I'm gonna use my potion now. Revive 1. Party dice, use it as I wish. To kill him, I'm gonna use one of these guys to get him.
So now you get another treasure. We're done, right?
No?
We're going to 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes 3 dragons. Okay, maybe not. 2 goblins. A skeleton. And wherever that guy is. Scroll. Oh. Scroll and roll these 2.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking.
Not sure. Dragon. Takes her a
Then I
while.
defeat. And that is all. I can't get my treasure, but I'm gonna call it and get my 4. Wait.
What?
It cheated with my points.
Oh.
Which if I would need 4.
I don't even know how many points I got last time because I didn't take any.
Oh. Well, that.
But basically that's how you play the game, and just remember to take your points when you do get out of the dungeon.
So see, now I have 8 points, plus I got this, which is 2 XP. So I 8, 9, 10. And then each one of these they were just little things, and those each count as 1. So I was 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12 points.
And then if you're playing enough people, it's worth, you'll get enough points. Let's say if I had 3, then I had 4, 5. I could cash those 5 in, and then on each of these there's a backside, and I could have upgraded them.
Do you actually cash them in?
Yeah, because down here it says 5
Or do you just
XP
have to
level
have
up.
5 XP to upgrade?
I would think you would have to turn it in. Well, I guess if you got enough experience, you would level up. Level up. Yeah, because I guess that would take away from your dealio. Like, take away from your points if you had to cash.
Yeah, it just,
You automatically.
when you've collected enough, you level up. You don't lose those.
Okay.
So
that's our playthrough. We'll go ahead and take you on to what we think of the game and give you our opinion, which is what I just said. Okay, so here's our conclusion of Dragon Roll.
Dungeon Roll.
Oh, Dungeon Roll.
By Tasty Minstrel Games.
And I always call it Dragon Roll because obviously there's a dragon on the box and a dragon on the dice, and it's really exciting. This game, if you guys check it out, it's on WordPress, geekedupgaming.wordpress.com. I actually wrote a short story that's unfinished and based on the characters of this game.
Inspired by.
Yes, inspired by the characters of these games. It's not the actual every character. I kind of modded it a little bit to make it my own story because obviously there's no real storyline to the dice game. But it's a lot of fun. It's great for a Christmas gift, and we're right around the corner from Christmas, a couple weeks away.
fit in a stocking.
Yes, it's a very good stocking stuffer, and
And I think the price on it, $19.95, a really good place, and you get a lot of contents in it. I mean,
Yeah, there's character cards, the dice, everything that we showed you.
it's quality. I know these guys had like a really awesome Kickstarter, and then they made it, and so now the game's like pretty big. It was a big hit at Gen Con this year. They had like towers of these things stacked up. It's fun, you know, and it goes by quick, so it could be a quick pickup game where you can, I would add sometimes. I think we've actually done that where we've made it where we delved 5 times or something,
Yeah.
just, you know, for extra length and, you know, more strategy, because each player goes 3 times. And I found that it's hard to upgrade your character when you do that. But it's a lot of fun. We would recommend it. We played it quite often when we were just having lunch.
Yeah, so go out to your local retailer. Around here, the biggest guys are Gamers and Game Preserve. Check them out. I'm sure they've got copies left. And if they don't, get in contact with Tasty Minstrel. You can go to twitter.com/Tasty Minstrel Games. Or you can find them on Facebook, facebook.com/Tasty Minstrel Games. They actually have a YouTube channel here that says on the box, which is youtube.com/Tasty Minstrel Games. And it's MIN, not MEN. So I made that mistake.
And that's how Holden feels about it. So,
Alright. We'll see you guys later on our next review.